So I just got back from a coin show, and I've got a lot to go over. Later on in this video, we're going to go through this stack of coins, but let me show you the other things that I picked up, and each of these bags is going to make a future video, so this is going to keep me busy on YouTube for quite a while. This was a coin show in the town of Cookeville, Tennessee. It's about halfway between Nashville and Memphis, right off Interstate 40. I said Memphis. I meant to say it's halfway between Nashville and Knoxville. And so there were about 30 dealers at this booth. Of course, I only am interested in foreign coins, with the exception of this one right here, and I'll talk about in a minute. And we had a, well, I went through about the first 20 dealers, didn't see a single foreign coin. As it turns out, they had them all on the back row altogether, all the foreign coin dealers. And so there were more people selling foreign coin bulk lots than I'm used to seeing, and that's what made this bag right here so heavy. So this is a 2-pound lot. This is a 2-pound lot. This is a 2-pound lot. And then this one is a 2-pound lot. So all of those, they were in the same kind of bag, so they're all from the same dealer. This is a 1.8-pound bag that was from a second dealer. This one was another 2-pound lot that I'll be looking forward to going through. And then one more bulk lot. We have this one right there. I paid $6 instead of $8. So not only were there lots of, wait, I'm missing one. Oh yeah, this is a dealer I bought from before that had 1-pound lots. And I saw him at a recent show in December. So that's about 14 pounds worth of coins right there. Of course, there were also people who had individual booths. I made a note because one of the coins in this bag I had to research later on. So we'll make a video. The guy who sold this was named Elvis. So I'll be going through that bag. This bag here was from a dealer that specialized in both foreign coins and tokens. Had a lot of each, so I'd never met him before. And then another man I'd never met before. Some of the best coins that I bought out of an individual lot came in this bag. He had them all in an old coffee can. All right, and then the rest of this bag's a bunch of quarters that I brought with me. All right, so these are going to be some future videos. I don't know, I probably will record a bunch of videos all in one day and then just slowly post them over time. But I don't know how long it'll take me to post all these videos, because in 2 weeks, on the first weekend in March, we have the Tennessee State Numismatic State Show held in the suburbs of Chattanooga in Eastridge. So if you just Google TSNS, you can find out where more information about their show, the first weekend in March of 2021. So I think I got all these coins and flips from one dealer. It was the guy I mentioned from this lot who had focused a lot on foreign coins and a lot on tokens. And so these are the coins and flips that I thought were interesting. I'm going to start with 2 modern 1 centavo coins from Peru. It's convenient that he put them in one of these little flips here. Looking at it, I don't really see the differences between them yet, but Peruvian coins have made a lot of subtle changes over the years. Every 5 years or so, they'll make something small that's different about it. And these are both aluminum, and I think in the past they've been brass. So I don't think I had any of the 1 centavos in aluminum. Next up, an inexpensive coin from Brazil. We've got a 1 centavo, and maybe I had this, but it's such a small coin, I don't really remember it. Let me zoom in a little bit here so I can hold it where it's in the light. So that's just a very simple coin, and this was back during the 80s period of hyperinflation, where they redid their coins every couple of years, and so a lot of these designs did not last very long. Next up, we have a pre-World War II coin from Finland. This is a 50 pennia coin, and I like the design on these Finnish coins, where they have their lion holding a sword ready to attack. I like that design. The back is just a plain 50 pennia. The next coin looks pretty similar, except it's made out of a different metal. This one's going to be made out of iron. And so it almost looks the same. I don't know how well this shows up on camera, but it's got a different color to it. I don't know what this one's probably just made out of nickel. I don't think it's silver. I can't rule it out though. But this one is made of iron, which was pretty much only done during World War II times. But otherwise, I don't think there's any differences between these two. And they're even listed as KM26 and 26B on here. Next up, coin you don't see very often, Albania. And I didn't know that they were a coastal country because it's got a pelican on their coin. Also, the name that they call themselves is not Albania. I'm not even sure completely how to pronounce that. Shquiparis, I guess. But their coin is the lek, and this is a 1 lek coin with a pelican on it. So I wonder if it's a big beach tourist destination. I don't know. Next up, we have a $1 coin from Belize. This particular coin is celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Central Bank of Belize. Most of the coins from Belize will have Queen Elizabeth on it, but not this one. And I think this back is similar to their other $1 coins, where it has a, I guess that's a crane on the back, some shorebird of some kind. Next up, another one from Finland. I didn't realize that they had any bimetallic coins, but this is the 10 marka from 1995. Again, maybe I don't know what kind of bird that is, maybe a peacock or something. Doesn't have a lot of detail to it, but flip that one over for the 10 marka. And of course, I like how this dealer went to the effort of writing extra details on it, such as the mintage totals on here, such as this coin had a mintage of 4 million. Next up, for the people who just enjoyed watching the Olympics, we have this coin from Spain, where they had a lot of commemorative coins every year in a lot of their denominations. This one was from 1992 and was celebrating the Barcelona Summer Olympics. And so I don't know what tower that is. And unfortunately, this does have a little bit of corrosion spots all over it. But flip it over, and we have their leader, Juan Carlos I. And, of course, their country, they called themselves España, when we call them Spain. So there is their Olympic commemorative coin. Next up from Italy, we have a 100 lira commemorative. And again, I like how he pointed out that this was a single-year issue, so this is only available 1 year. So it is the Centenario, I think that's a century, Accademia Naval di Livorno. $100 lira. Flip it over. So I guess that's the, okay, the Livorno Naval Academy Centennial. So we've got kind of a an anchor and the captain's wheel to signify the Navy on here. Next up, we have from the Vatican City from 1970, or year 7. No, that would be 8, Roman numeral 8. 8th year of the reign of that particular pope. And it's rare for them to have make coins that didn't have the pope on it, but this one I guess just had, maybe that's olive leaves, I'm not quite sure what that is, but that is a 50 lira coin. Flip it over, and it has whatever symbolism that they do use, and I believe that says Paul VI. And so in Roman numerals, it does have the 8 right there to say that was the 8th year that he was the pope. And then also Roman numerals of the year 1970. Next up, we have a newer coin from Taiwan. This is a 10 Yuan coin. And what I thought made this coin special was the other side. Now, first of all, that the Sun Yat-sen is the leader, or the person that was commemorated on this side. But you flip it over, and at first it just kind of looks like the number 10, and there's like a circle with a bunch of lines through it. But depending on how you hold it, it has an etching in it. So if you hold it like this, it has that, I don't know what that's supposed to represent. It looks like maybe the letter H, but they wouldn't be using letter H, or almost reminds me of a U.S. hospital sign. So if you hold it like that. But then if you turn it a little bit, there are some Chinese characters on here, which I certainly cannot read Chinese, so I don't know what that says. And it just, you have to hold it just right to be able to see it. It's very subtle on there. So you hold it one way, you've got that kind of H plus looking thing, and then hold it the other way, you've got these characters. So apparently this stands for the 90th anniversary of the Republic of Taiwan. So very interesting design. The only other country I've seen etch it in a way where you have to hold it at an angle that I've seen like that is Russia. So I thought that was an interesting thing to see. Next up, we have from the country of Guyana. This is dating another coin from 1970. And so this celebrates something that I guess most people would not be familiar with the event that this coin commemorates. So it's called the Belize Revolt, February 23rd, 1763. So if you're watching this on Wednesday, you can celebrate whatever anniversary it's going to be of that. And so flip this one over, and to me it looks like an FAO coin, since it says food for all. So Republic of Guyana has a cow and some wheat, and the number 1 for $1, 1970, Bank of Guyana. And again, so this one, this commemorative coin only has a 500,000 of this minted. So I thought that was quite a neat coin. Next up, we have a crown-sized coin from the country of Hungary, or they call themselves Magyar. This is a 100 forint denomination coin, and certainly a commemorative. This one only has 150,000 mintage, so not even a third of what the last one has. But this one from 1982 celebrates the how this country had the World Soccer, or they would call it football, championship. Trying to get that in the light where you can see it pretty good. Let's try that light there. So it shows a, if you're not watching from America, we call it soccer, unlike the rest of the world, which calls it football. So I'm just going to call it soccer, since otherwise it's going to confuse me. So you've got the soccer player there kicking the ball, and I guess the opponent there couldn't keep up. So it'd be neat if that was actually a famous photo that was taken during the championship, and then they were able to turn that into a coin really quick. So I thought that one was pretty neat. Our last coin that is in one of these flips here is from the British island dependency of Guernsey. This is a crown, although they would call it 25 pence, but same thing. And this is going to celebrate the 25th wedding anniversary of Elizabeth and Prince Philip. And so we have, I guess that is representative of Cupid. So I missed Valentine's Day last week. And so this would have been, so it looks like they were married in 47, so the coin was made in 72 for the 25th anniversary. And on this side, we have the normal reverse that you would see on a Guernsey coin with the 3 lions right there. So another neat crown-sized coin. Last thing I'm going to show off in this video is this particular thing. If you do collect American coins, this might be something that you have seen all the time. And I do have a couple of commemorative $50 from America, some of these Clad ones, but not too many, and I don't see these very often. So this one is an uncirculated Clad $50 for the 200th anniversary of the U.S. Capitol. I paid $10 for this, which seems to be pretty close to the going rate off of eBay without having to pay for shipping. And looks like this has a date of 2001 right here. And so the certificate of authenticity is actually put into the packaging so you can't lose it. This was actually in much better shape. It just, I didn't have a bag to hold it in, so I had to hold it on it kind of in my arm for the rest of the day. But I like the packaging that was in here. So here's our $50 on the front. Picture of the U.S. Capitol, with the date of 1800 through 2000. So I think this was, I guess, a drawing of the way it looked when it was first completed in 1800. Maybe even been before the rotunda was finished. I'm not sure about that. They call it the People's Coin, since this used to be, the Capitol used to have the name of the People's House. And then a lot of packaging to go through here. Read that about Adams and Jefferson. It has this little piece of paper included that tells you how to, if this gets spun around a little bit, that tells you how to grasp it and turn it around if you had to. Flip it over. On the inside, we've got the reverse, which is just all text, but United States of America, $50, 1800, 6th Congress, Senate, 32 senators, House, 106 members, e pluribus unum. Are everything written on here. And then we have another 2 full page of writing that I'm not going to read on here. So here we do see the rotunda of the Capitol. Just the note here, the Capitol building of 1800, although stately for its time, was a much smaller edifice than what we know today. As our nation's grown, so has our capital. So, I've been in the U.S. Capitol twice. Once was on a field trip I took in about 1991, and then I did it again in about 2005. So I thought that was neat. All right, so like I said before, I've got a lot more videos coming up of all these. I think I've got 8 different mystery bags here to go through and 3 different bags of coins that I specifically picked up. So I guess we're going to make 11 videos plus this one out of all this. And then I'm going to get some more coins when I come back from the TSNS show next week. So lots of content coming up. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.